Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Overtime Thoughts Podcast. This is season number 2, episode number 1. Brand new season. I'm going to try to not let it suck as bad as the first season. No offense to Rye. But I could have done things a lot better the first 10 episodes. There was an 11th episode I started to put out and took it down. I was sick. I've been feeling like absolute garbage for like 3-4 weeks. Finally starting to feel somewhat better. I'm probably about 98% better now. There's just certain things that I might talk about later, maybe not. It's all good. Doesn't really matter anymore. I'm here. I'm alive, barely. And if you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, share. And this episode, I'm going to start season 2 off with a bang. I'm going to have probably my biggest supporter ever on this thing. Anything in life, actually. And I've been wanting her on here for a while, and she's finally going to be on here. So we're going to get into some, I don't know if you want to call them arguments or funny stories or whatever. It's just going to be a great episode, and I'm just glad she's finally on here because she's just very, very important to me. And hopefully y'all love her too. So let's get into this episode. Now you'll find out who it is in a minute.
Shit.
Leave that part in. All right, so everybody, I finally got I was going to roast you, but I'll be nice. My beautiful, beautiful fiance and the mother of our one only child that we're going to have. That's it. Zoe, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, I'm so shy. So I was telling him in the intro, the awkward ass intro I did. I tried to do this intro like 10 times. Like, hell, I'm just gonna stick with it. I've been telling him like ever since like the episode 3 or 4. I was actually before I even started the podcast, when I was quitting music, the first person I wanted on here was Zoe. Ended up being Rye. Second person was Gabe, twice, and Rye is now my co-host, and now Zoe's finally on here. Thanks, finally. I know how you are with this stuff like I am, even though this is my own podcast. It was still still awkward and shy. That's why I kind of stopped at episode 10. Yeah, I'm going to make a whole new season. Just like that first season sucked ass. There's no offense to Ride, but it was getting into my comfort zone. I'm still getting into it, but I don't know. I've kind of learned that doing it by myself is really weird. Yeah. So thanks for helping with that. But no, seriously.
I didn't do anything.
You're helping. I'm complimenting you, asshole. So we'll get right into it. We tried to actually record this earlier, and that didn't go so well.
That's what happens when you have a child.
Yeah, I mean, she's asleep now, and we have a pretty good soundproof room somewhat on her side, so if she wakes up...
and she crashes, you know what happens.
Go back to bed. No, Zoe, go back to bed. All right, so first things first, before we get into all the other crazy crap, if you don't mind, I guess technically re-explain it, but explain to them, like when you found out you were pregnant, like your perspective. I told my perspective, but how was it mentally and physically? Mostly mentally, but like your first, like when you thought you were pregnant, why did you think you were pregnant? Like what happened?
First of all, I felt like I got shot by a bullet. I was like, does this happen? Am I awake? I probably spent a good hour in that bathroom just like contemplating. I'm like, oh my God, this happens. Mentally, that's what was going on. Physically, leading up to those days, I really thought it was going to show up. I'm a very anxious person. So even the slightest bit of anxiety will push my time of the month back by a good bit. And there's been times where it's came at the end of the month and I'm like, oh, I'm not this time.
Yeah, you had like 3 times where you kept thinking you weren't, like, oh, okay, no. Then the 4th time.
We're fine. No, this time very much. I was very sore. I was tired. Had a first craving that I didn't even know about. I had the freaking Doritos and peanut butter.
It wasn't just peanut butter. It was honey roasted peanut butter at your mom's and stepdad's.
They straight up looked at you like,
"What you do, boy?" I'm like, I didn't do anything. Sorry that the Krispy Kreme dispenser works properly. So, and I filled the donut properly.
Shut the
This is not for kids.
Gee, what gave that away? That it wasn't for kids.
Anyway, our ADHD.
I have ADHD. This one does. You can't stay on a topic.
Squirrel.
Oh my god.
No, but like, you know, you had the cravings and stuff, but like, did you like assume, or were you just like, when you had like the craving and stuff, were you like, whatever? Did you like weird stuff?
Both, actually. Because at this point, I was like, I'm hurting a lot. Like, I'm getting the phantom cramps.
And you were how late?
Oh, I was. Oh, when we.
You missed 2, didn't you?
No,
or you missed the whole one, and you were late on the what would be the second one.
No, I had October. November was late, bigger than dog crap. I didn't test until Tuesday, and my period was supposed to come a week before that. It was supposed to come that first week.
Oh.
The week of your birthday, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, can't do anything. Can't celebrate your birthday. I'm like, it's fun.
And I was thinking about this earlier. You had a hoodie on when you had it in your pocket.
I did not.
That orangish one?
I don't remember that orange
or
one.
Yellow. But well, you had it in some pocket, but you were in the bathroom for like an hour. Why? Why are you?
Because I thought you were gonna leave.
Why?
Because that's what most girls, especially when you're not married or you're not. Especially, we hadn't even dated for a full year at that point. Everything that we went through happened in one whole year.
Well, to be honest, I didn't think I could have produced kids, and I didn't think you could have kids.
Oh yeah, doctors at like, I got told at like 17 or 18 that I was not able to have any at all. Like, the fact that we have our child was struck of luck.
I mean, because like when you I remember when like I've told this perspective, but I would kind of like lead you into telling your part. But like when you came in there, you had it hit. Maybe you just had it like hit under your shirt or something. But you had it hit.
Yeah.
You didn't want to show me. No, I feel like it was like gray hoodie because you had like one of your old hoodies on. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Whatever.
Again, ADHD.
What? Huh? That lighting's in here is actually pretty good. Okay. Took me like 3 hours. But you had it hit and you were like, you kind of shook and you're like, I was like, did you take it? And you said,
I said yes. I just like I like gave it to him. I stepped back, crying and everything.
And what did I do?
You had to digest it for a second.
Yeah, I didn't think I saw it right.
You were like
hello.
Like,
what is this?
Like, okay. No, you immediately comforted me. Had your arms wrapped around me. It was actually kind of funny because we needed to wake up early anyways, because that was the day we were going to the gym.
And then we ended up not going to, or did we? No.
We ended up going. I just had to be very light.
We had to do something. Well, yeah, we had to do something because then we went to Dollar General and got something. Obviously didn't know if it was a boy or girl yet. Could have been both. Anyway.
Hermaphrodite.
Alien. We went to Dollar General to get something to surprise my dad because we were in the same house he was. And we got it. It was just a basic like, $3 boy toddler thing, whatever. Just we needed something to show that it was a baby thing. And
you taped the freaking test to the back of it.
We from West Virginia. We don't do shit here. We do cheap, dirty, and last minute.
Oh my god!
And yeah, we put it in the bag, and you handed it to him, didn't you?
I think you did.
But you were like, oh
tucked up in the corner, like.
Like she said, guys. Yeah, we weren't even together for a whole 10 months. I mean, we were getting kind of close, obviously, but
yeah.
Yeah.
We did everything in 1 year. I got promised to. We had a trip in Tennessee, got engaged, then we found out. So everything happened in 1 year.
You don't talk about the proposal.
Oh yeah, you had the box flipped around during that
I
proposal.
was proposing to myself. I was like, oh, hell no. Get out of here. I'm marrying your bitch ass. But no, like, yeah, I handed it to Dad, and you were like tucked in the corner, like you said. And man, people watching this that are ADHD, this is their heaven. But he just looked at it. What the hell is this? Because he didn't. It was showing the front, and he flipped it around. And it's like, what? It's like your. That's what he. I'm kidding. He didn't say that, but he's like, looked at Zoe. He's like, come here. He wanted to give you a. And my dad did that hug people very often. Like
He was the sweetest. It was kind of funny. Most people like hide it for a good second until everything's okay, and then they tell their family. Obviously, that didn't happen. We didn't get to surprise everyone the way we wanted to. Your mom was actually the first one that probably knew.
Technically, I think, yeah, because she had kind of assumed because I was showing concern about you not getting your monthly or whatever, and then you having these weird payments, you felt bad and all this. We thought maybe it was a cyst or something odd. We didn't really think pregnancy because we were safe, kind of. Like, let me give a shout out real quick to Bengals fans. Yeah, the protection that Joe Burrow gets from your O-line, that was the type of condom I had. Didn't protect me for shit. I'm just... Poor Joe Burrow. Anyway, your mom, well, she had all these assumptions that she messed with me. Like, well, she took the test, and just had a smiley face, like, oh my god. And then Kristen had the biggest reaction.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I don't know if Kristen watches this. She doesn't watch a lot of podcasts unless she's a loser. No, I'm kidding.
Your sports sister.
This is kind of a shout out to women that deal with PCOS. I don't know the whole term, like what it means.
Yeah.
Basically, it stops them from having women from being able to.
It's just a bunch of cysts that burst randomly that keeps you from having it.
And that's what she deals with. And so when she found that's like the closest she, at least right now, is to be able to have a kid. So whenever she found out her brother was going to be a dad, it's like that's the closest she's going to get right now.
Yeah.
So if she's watching this.
And I felt so bad because I felt so bad because I was in the same boat with her. Realized I could have kids, but at the same time, I also once again I felt bad because it's like. She wanted it so badly more than I did. I felt like.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think her being an auntie, Aunt Kristen, means the world to her. And she's like a really good aunt thing. I mean, I will say. And so that's since a little bit more like, yeah, Kristen, my sister, definitely had the biggest reaction because it meant just how it hit her. My dad was shocked. My mom was like, kind of already knew.
Yeah, I made your poor sister cry while she was working. Your poor sister.
Because I messaged Chris and I was like, hey, I got to tell you something. I'm coming to, or I asked her if she's working. It's like, yeah, well, I was like, I got to tell you something. Like, oh, God. And when I told her in the little way called the foyer or whatever, the entranceway, breezeway, and she's like, I knew it. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, boo, that sucks. But your mom, like.
Better than what I did to my poor mom. I didn't even do it in person. And if I could have taken it back, I would have since I'm like the only child that she had. That could have kids. I FaceTime my mom. I say, what are you doing? She got breakfast. I show her the test. I made her almost choke on her breakfast. I'm so sorry, Mom. I turned her Casper.
Was I with you?
No, I think you were at work because, like I said, I think I was off.
Oh.
And you had to go into work.
Yeah. Well, no, I was off that day when we found out within the next day.
Yeah.
So, hell, I might have been just at the store or somewhere. Anyway, but how would your stepdad take it? You can say his name. Well, you don't have to if you want. Not that it's anything bad to say his name, but.
My stepdad, I felt like he wanted to kill you at first, but all I think he wanted was just for you to stay.
He's like, damn, boy, that thing works, doesn't it? like now you just took a syringe, took your stuff up right in her.
I don't think they need a mental image of that.
That's their fault if they do a mental image, not me. Not my fault. Sorry that
this might go up to the internet. We might burn this afterwards.
No! It's educational.
If we wanted to give them an educational video,
no!
They have the internet for that.
That's for OnlyFans. That's not what you mean. Okay. Sorry. So okay, so what was the worst? What was the worst part of it? Like the pregnancy, first trimester.
The first trimester. I don't even remember the first trimester. That's when you're celebrating. Oh, I have a little bump. It's like hee, I can hide it. So it's like you can't tell that I'm pregnant.
So you were
That was me.
every day.
Oh
you
my God.
Even work.
I was working at the time.
Yeah, I should have said that. Sorry.
Obviously, I had to reside from working at this point because it was going to end badly. And I found out probably at like 6 weeks.
Yeah, we found out really early. We had to go to Salem, I think.
Yeah, I legitimately thought, I was like, it was twins, because when you find out that early, typically it's multiple. And there are twins that run in my family.
You could have twins as well. Okay, anyway. No, I'm going to have a second or one.
I'll hurt you. But yeah, the first trimester sucked. I definitely had the hypersensitivity. Everything triggered me. Everyone's like, oh, ginger ale and crackers. Screw your crackers. I couldn't eat them.
You couldn't eat them. You had to like eat.
There was the most random thing that I could actually keep down. It was that white grape juice.
Yeah,
that was it.
You bankrupted for that. You had a whole freaking savings account on that.
That was the only thing I could have. I couldn't have food. I literally don't even think I ate. If I did, it was just enough to keep me out of the hospital.
You'd have 6 days you couldn't eat, and the one you could eat because you had to at least nourish yourself somehow.
I had to binge myself on the one day I could eat. After that, I was back to sleeping basically the whole first trimester away. The second is when I technically glowed because I didn't have to worry about motion sickness. If I did, it was functional.
Trimester 2 was good for you because you didn't really feel anything.
But I will say this, if we made a bet on how quickly I showed, he would have lost. You would have lost. Both you and your dad.
I didn't think you were going to show till like the third try. You showed up after like 15 weeks.
So, yeah, because I was like, oh, I'm small. But I was like, okay, maybe I will show a little bit since I'm smaller in the body. And this was like, first time, you don't hardly show at all. Shorts run?
Yeah, a little bit.
No, 18 weeks was when I got the pop. That is when I showed and I could no longer sleep on my belly, and I was sad. I'm a belly sleeper, and the fact that my child took that away from me, it was worth it, but still.
Love her.
You didn't like that pregnancy pillow I had to get. It took the whole bed.
Yeah, damn it. Well, I will say this, fellas, if you're find out your woman's pregnant and you're trying to get some while you're in bed, ain't gonna happen, buddy. Might as well go get Pornhub and okay, I'll not say that word.
Shut up.
Or you want me to?
No.
Okay.
Dude, I'll flick you.
Just get a pocket pussy. Fine. Okay. I have to mute it, but it's an image in their head. Oh shit!
If you could put ratings on videos, this would definitely be M, or the very minimum PG-13. Actually, no, I would rate that M, mature only.
X and R max. Anyway, sorry. I just thought that'd be funny. But during like the labor hall, like when we were in the hospital, and it was time for Anna to start to. Don't talk about how your mom about killed somebody. No, those nurses, like during the day, right, were bad, and the night nurses were good, right?
Yeah.
Night nurses were the sweetest. What was it?
Oh my God.
And Brandy. Oh my.
If I had to deliver my child during the day, I would have packed my bags and gone home.
I was doing the bathtub.
Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
They probably dealt with patients that were a lot worse than me. I was fine. My mom, however, threw a hissy fit. But then again, they were also ignoring me in the process. But I can understand she was very loud. Oh my god, she was loud.
Crazy. I mean, I understand it because you're her daughter, but it was like, but then when she realized, Mom, it's stressing me out too, then she stopped.
Yeah.
She was just, because the communication was so bad.
Yeah, this is also your sign, ladies, if you are getting closer to your due date and they say, oh, we can talk about inductions. Don't do it. Go until you absolutely have to. Because getting an electoral induction, worst decision I could have made, because I probably could have gone another week and would have been just fine.
That was.
Because you're not seen as important. I mean, you're important, but you're not critical.
Yeah. That would. Only thing I feel bad. I mean, one thing I feel bad about, and it was like I was very attentive to everything. Like I did not leave your side, except like if somebody, my dad, my sister, somebody was calling to check on her.
Yeah.
Your mom even called, and it was just and I'd walk out of the room, so I didn't be. Because if I got a phone call and I didn't think they were doing anything crazy, I'd let Zoe rest, whatever. And I got a phone call from my dad, check on her, and they put what's the thing called? They had to put in to
They had to put a Foley balloon in. That sucked so bad.
Explain what that is to people that don't know. Or women. I mean, you don't have to be nasty. Just explain like what it does.
It's a balloon they inflate up there. It separates you from the child.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to, like I said, induce your labor naturally. There were other ways they could have done this, because I swear I'm so sensitive. It hurt so bad, and it wasn't even the worst part of the whole thing.
Pushing. I'm not being converted.
Yeah, I'll just say this. My whole labor went not textbook perfect. Not trying to scare anybody, but this is just my experience. But let me tell you, it just did not go well. You actually missed that part of the induction.
What, the balloon?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about
you felt so bad.
Well, because it was like 35 seconds. My dad's like, hey, how's she doing? Yeah, she's doing all right. She's about to put this balloon thing in her. And I went in. I didn't think they were doing it yet. Your mom was in there, right? Or no?
Yeah, she was in there.
And I'm like, dude, I was cussing myself. I was so mad. I was like, what the hell? One, I didn't know it was going to be that bad. Two, I didn't know they were starting it then. I'm like, all right, assholes.
Yeah, they were like, all right,
super
here.
Quick.
And that's probably what hurt the worst, is that they were not like it didn't hurt at first, but it's like it's like, I swear, you take a freaking tire pump and go. That's what it felt like.
Ooh. Dude, no. Okay.
I thought about getting that labor test, just so you feel what it was like, just seeing how much you can go.
Hey, if you're watching this and you want to see me do a labor simulator, just subscribe and hopefully you. Watch, I'll get more subscribers. I'm like, yep, you got to do it now. like, well, God, okay, I'm going to die. All right, push. I'm like, oh. Dude, if I did that, if I got way into it, I'd probably like, oh, God.
TMI.
Neat. But.
It was just bad.
How, before you start hurting again, how was it?
I'm already hurting.
After she was born, like, all right, to sum it up, basically, like, as in being a mom, how has it been since she's going to be 2, July 15th this year? How has it been so far, like, as a whole? You and I talk about this like all the time in private, but
yeah,
like it's like a public sense. Like, how does it feel to be a parent?
Oh, it's amazing. There are ups and downs. You get sometimes frustrated with one another because your child wants something and you don't know what to do, so you get frustrated with each other. But you have your good moments. Watching her crawl around, watching her take her first steps.
That quick pop quiz question. Not now, but a future thing. What's going to make me cry first?
She says, I love you.
Yeah, she hasn't said yet. She says, what was her first word?
Dad. But I will say this. That's the easiest word. D is the easiest word they can say.
She says that all the time now. So
She screams it. Goes running down the hall. Dad, 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 dad.
So if dads, if you're having one or about to have one, and you're like, you wake up and you feel like, oh God, I suck at life. If you hear your baby girl, baby boy, whatever, say dad, dad, nah, you've already succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. So being a dad, I mean, I've talked about it a little bit. I've had like 2 episodes where it's been like solely focused on Anna. Like episode 10 was one of them where. So real quick, episode 10 was the big 2-hour long episode. This one might. Oh God, already 30 minutes. Jesus, Anna, we love you. She got in the toilet, didn't shut the door all the way, and went in there. I'm like, soaked, and I'm like, Rob, we got to take a little bit of a break there, buddy. Soaking wet. Then she kept coming in here, and like Zoe was working, so like did this and had to be dad. And I'm like, oh my God. And Rob was like Uncle Rye. So it was not easy holding, like, just keep an eye on her while we were doing this. But
wasn't fun, was it?
No. But being a parent, I think we can agree on this. You don't agree with me on anything. So, but they are the best pain in the ass ever. They're a pain in the ass, but as soon as you start like thinking you're regretting being a parent, or if you're doing a good job, you love it.
Oh yeah.
And Zoe's been the best mom to Anna. I couldn't ask for someone else to be the mom to her. And speaking of Anna,
make me cry over here.
Oh God, no. But speaking of like Anna, you want to explain why you came up with that name? Then we'll get on to something else maybe, so you don't cry. Maybe.
Yeah. So Anna's name is a tribute. Her full name is Anna Lee. So her name is a tribute. So Troy's grandparents aren't with us anymore. His Meemaw passed just a few months before we got together, and her first name was Anne. So I just added an A to Anne. So that's her first name, Anna. And then the middle name, that was already a given. So his grandpa and his dad both have this middle name, Lee. So that was her name, Anna Lee. It's kind of the same way with me and my mom. Me and my mom both have the same middle name. It's both Lynn. So I just figured, why not? That's just the perfect name. We had other names, but that one just felt right. It just
You didn't even hesitate.
No, I didn't even hesitate. I was like, yep, I know exactly who your name is.
You were kind of just waiting on the gender, like, girl.
Anna. I don't honestly know what I would have done if she was a boy. I don't know.
Found out a boy name? Duh.
Well, here's the thing. At the time that I found out I was pregnant, my brother was still alive with us. So if I had found out I was pregnant after he had passed, I probably would have came up with a name that was his first name, like did a tribute to him.
Yeah.
Made my mom cry. Mm-hmm. She would have. My mom's a softie.
Yeah, I don't know if your mom watches this. She didn't watch podcasts. But if you're watching this, don't act like you're tough. You're a softie. So are you. Hey, if it comes to our daughter, yeah, I'm definitely a softie. I don't care. Like, I'm a big tough guy. She falls down and hurts herself. Baby, come here.
Yeah, right. You freaking cried as soon as she was walking, took her first steps.
I cried when she was born. Okay, not kidding. I was standing about 5 feet away from Zoe and the nurses. Once Anna came out, I'm like 20 feet away. I'm like, Jesus.
The light had went through your soul.
I fell backwards. I was about to pass out from being like excited and shocked. And the first, I was like, don't be scared to ever. I mean, I think there's certain procedures where they tell you not to look down there when it's happening because they're messed up. But look down. I mean, seriously, they see somebody like the baby's head starting to crown. Look, I mean, seriously, you're the first.
Again, don't need the mental.
No, it's seriously. I'm talking mainly to people who are pregnant, about to have a kid. Don't be scared. I mean, I'm not saying like a little kid. Oh my God, I want to see, because you're like the first person to see your baby's head.
Yeah.
I was the first one to see her. Well, besides the nurse, obviously, because they're right there. Besides the nurses, I was the first to see her.
Yeah.
And it's weird, it's creepy looking at first because it's like they're kind of nasty because, fluid and stuff. This is educational. Calm down.
Conehead.
Yeah, I mean, it looks weird. You see all the hair if it's a girl. Well, whatever, because you got heartburn. And you see all this hair. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's like, ugh. Because you and your mom had a bet that I was going to pass out.
Yeah, we did. Full on thought he was, but.
I almost did. Dude, I don't know if Jesus held me up or what, but like.
Good job. You did not pass out. I almost did.
Yeah, you were white. Like you were.
Like, Casper about to be my next family member.
It already was. Call my sister. She's white as hell. So real quick, I'll say this and embarrass you a little bit. Thank you for being a good mom, Dana. I love you. Thank you seriously for finally being on here. Because this is something that means a lot. Me doing the music thing, and now doing this makes me a lot happier. And you support me through a lot. So you're the best.
No.
But
you're gonna make me cry.
Anyway, all right, Jackass. You ready to move on? Get away from the sweet, mushy stuff.
Yeah, the sweet mush.
All right, you dumb son of a bitch. So, I'm gonna ask you a question, and you are probably gonna disagree, and we're gonna have to fight. What do you think of socks in bed?
Go to hell.
Why?
That just feels so wrong.
I wear socks nonstop as soon as I get out of the shower. Socks.
I was about to say, I don't wear socks. No, don't need that.
Hey,
we ain't doing this for free.
Whoa! What? Feet Finder, Zoe Lynn, Lucas.
Shut the fuck up.
2001 at OnlyFans. No, just kidding. So what's wrong with wearing socks to bed though? They may keep your feet warm.
It feels like somebody is about to grab it onto your feet and is about to yank you off the bed.
As long as it's not Diddy or Freddy Krueger, I'm fine with it. I don't care.
I hope it is Diddy for you.
Oil me up. I don't care.
No, that's just wrong.
What's wrong is you.
You wear socks with your shoes and occasionally around the house, but as soon as it's bedtime, take them off.
My feet are about as dry as the Sahara Desert, though.
One word or two words. Pumice stone.
Is it pumice or pumice stone?
Pumice.
What's pumice?
The stuff that comes out of volcanoes.
That's like you're combining those two words.
That sounds like the worst hummus you could ever have.
Blue cheese. Sorry, Dad. Anyway, I fucking ruined blue cheese for him.
He's never going to have blue cheese ever again.
He hasn't since then. He's going to watch this he's going to be eating blue cheese like, damn it. But anyway, socks, feet, bed. Screw having sex. That's better.
You get away from me with that.
Put socks on one night, wear them to bed, and tell me how you feel. You feel like you're extra cozy.
The only time I wear socks to bed is when I put Vaseline on the bottom and I put socks on. That's the only time. And that's when I'm sick. So if I have socks on when I go to bed, I'm not feeling good and stay away from me.
Aw, cuties. Socks, especially these. I get like a pack of 12 and they last like a month because they're so damn cheap. Do they feel so good though? Like when we're on the couch or when I'm in bed, I'm like, oh, I'm getting cuddled extra. My feet are being cuddled. It's kind of like getting your toe sucked. I don't know. It feels good, I'm telling you. I mean,
no.
That's the only thing that's moist. Can you get aroused by having socks on? Can my toes go?
I'm about to unarouse you in a second.
Hey, joke's on you. I like it when you're rough. So anyway,
I don't know what to do with him.
Hey, you're on my podcast, sweetheart. I'm gonna. But anyway, your socks belong on your feet in bed.
No,
they belong everywhere. You know what? How much I like them? I would wear them in the shower.
Wow.
That's like how they feel like. I think, extra warm, extra wet.
You're gonna get gangrene. Your feet are gonna fall off.
I think Hannah came into this world wet, warm Friday night. And guess what? Remember what? When she was conceived, I had socks on. Makes it extra romantic.
Oh yeah, everything else off and just wearing socks. What the hell?
Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there's the socks. The socks weren't stiff. That means a good thing. Then I get married and it won't be stiff. So sex will go away. Ring goes on. Nope. I'm just kidding. Oh,
I was gonna say, speaking of ring, I'm gonna throw this one at you.
No, don't do that. Just because I'm right about the socks being on when you're sleeping.
Okay, if you're right. When you propose, the ring is supposed to face the girl.
The box was facing you. It just the closed part was facing you. So
you were proposing to yourself.
yeah, and I said no, but you said yes. Like, oh hell, I ain't marrying your ass.
Against my will.
Dude. Yeah, my brother-in-law and sister secretly handed her $500. Murray, the son of a bitch. We still haven't got married yet. Still engaged.
Yeah, we're still engaged. 3 years later, we're still engaged.
Why? I have no clue. What, socks? Yes.
No.
You're wrong.
No.
What do you think about tipping? I'm right. So 1-0, Troy. Thanks. Anyway, I think tipping is a social scam for people who are awkward. I don't want to talk to you. Here, take my money. Bye. Go. And then it makes it more awkward when you get like a $300 bill and you tip $3. Yeah, thanks, asshole.
Honestly, I think if the bill is significant, you are required to tip at least 20%.
20?
Between 10 and 15. Okay, 10 or 15%. Let's be honest.
If it's a big bill, yeah.
If it's a big bill, at least 20%. Like, I'm talking like if it's 300, at least 20.
That's what I do. I tipped somebody 20 when I had like a $40 bill.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It was the only bill I had in my wallet. I was like, oh, God, I'm broke now. Damn it, I feel bad. Oh, because I was so awkward. I was like, do you want change? No. Have it. Bye. Here, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
It's like I'm like, you done broke me.
Take it. Then she looked sad. I was like, aw.
No, what's worse is some of these places where you go to pay and, like, for example, where you work at, the register has it, like, the person's checking you out, but the tipping's, like, right there in front of them. What do you do in that situation? Because it's like, you can't not just hit 0% because you know for sure they're looking right at you. They're looking right at you like, I know what you're going to do.
Gonna tip? Broke bitch.
Like, don't you do it.
No tip. Ah, son of a bitch. They look at me every time I'm about to, like, if there's anywhere to tip right in front of them, they're like, want to leave a tip? Leave more than just a tip if you don't leave it alone. They'll, like, stare at you like it's so forced.
Like, it's so, like...
But I feel bad for workers because they're only getting paid, like, $6 an hour.
Yeah, that's the problem with people, like, in a way, like, yes, you don't want to tip every single time, but it's the right thing because people like that their daily, like, paycheck is coming from people who tip.
Exactly.
I'm like, so right now in West Virginia State, the minimum wage is 11. Those people are probably still getting $7.25, maybe $8.
They get tips taxed.
And if you're a waitress and you're getting paid like $9, you're doing pretty freaking good.
That's why I was gonna get paid at that one job that I never heard back. So, but yeah. I'm glad because I don't need a job anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, they're still getting paid the minimum wage, which that's. But then again, they're getting additional money. Like the tips they're getting is like direct cash to them. So they might be getting paid 2 weeks later, but they're still getting
that's
the money right there.
Cash tips. You might not have any money like check wise, but
it's like, I'm broke as shit. Guess what? The tips are going to be good tonight.
So but that goes like to saying like, I think it's kind of a scam.
It
for
is a
awkward
scam.
People.
Especially I'm too nice. Like I will tip, but at the same time, it's like I am so awkward. It's like
That's why I tip. I don't want to talk to you.
I'm like run away.
Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. Here's money. Here's $5 bill. Food sucked. You suck. But here, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Oh, that's also the worst thing. It's like if the food quality is awful, but yet it's like, do I really want to tip you this? I'm like, the food, like you were fine, but the food was awful.
That's why I tip it. I give it to the waiter or waitress. I'm not tipping the people who cooked it. And also, a lot of places like Bob Evans or whatever, because it's great food, but like any restaurant, it's a recipe. It's not what the cook thinks. It's like what they're told to make.
Yeah.
And so then that extends to a food thing. You're a hater on this.
Ow.
Ketchup on mac and cheese.
I hate you.
Are you really gonna? You don't like it?
I don't mind it, but
it.
I prefer it on potatoes and stuff.
I douse it in mac and cheese. Like it's drowning.
There's a special place in hell for you.
I put ketchup and ranch on it. Crunch. Hey, I'm just saying. Don't. Hey, listen. Okay, you put tartar sauce on bologna and avocado.
That's good.
After pregnancy.
That's good though.
I'd rather eat asshole.
I mean, I did almost put honey on my avocado today.
I'm so glad I was working.
And it would have been with salt as well.
I want to throw a bust of it somebody. Anyway. God.
It's good though.
Ketchup and ranch on mac and cheese isn't?
No.
I would say you deserve a spot in hell too, but hey.
The ranch is fine.
You just left there. Anyway.
Oh my god, I can't stop yawning.
Are you bored?
No.
Damn, a lot of you are probably yawning to me talking. Ow. Call 911. You just beat me.
No,
Yeah.
that is not nearly as bad as when my mom flick punched me in a sushi place.
That's funny. I would have paid to see that.
That's all you hear is like just this thunk on my forehead.
All right, ADHD, you're getting off topic. All right. Ketchup and mac and cheese, drown that. I mean, I'm just saying. Shit. Imagine just. All right. Wearing socks in bed, eating mac and cheese with ranch and ketchup drowning it. I don't need to get laid ever again. I eat that. I'm getting in a good way.
That's fine with me.
That'd be a dream. Wear nothing but socks, eating that.
I don't need that visual image.
I'm your fiance. What's wrong with that? And ranch all over me. I would bathe in ranch. I would. I would bathe.
You match the color pretty well, so you get Casper, get some sun.
I'm white, Southern West Virginian. We either burn or whiten more. We don't do any of that tan and shit. You freaking hood rat.
I like to look a little bit like I have color.
I can see through your foot.
Oh, shut the...
Translucent. Do you think toothpaste is a food group?
I mean, you can eat it.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't, but you can. Same way with baby toothpaste. You can eat it without side effects.
I mean, ew, God. Even the mint or the watermelon, like I would eat, like what Anna has, the watermelon toothpaste, I'd eat it. It tastes like freaking watermelon.
I mean, clearly it's edible in some way. They made a toothpaste gummy or jelly bean, so.
Who's the most attractive baseball player right now? Dude, we do that stuff to each other all the time. Like, ew.
Oh my god.
What? This is another age-old thing. I swear to God, you might be single after this. Maybe not. We'll see.
Just say anything.
Just do an OnlyFans for me later. Go away. Is hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
You said no earlier. Is hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, no.
What do you think I said?
I don't know. My brain's in la la land right now.
No, for real. Is hot dog a sandwich?
No.
How?
It's not a sandwich, but you know what it is? A taco.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No. How? How is hot dog not a sandwich, but a taco is?
The tortillas and stuff, it's the same thing with bread.
But it's not bread.
There's meat, there's cheese, there's other stuff in between. It is a sandwich.
It's funny there's not always meat in a taco. You can have a meatless taco, just literally vegetables and sauce.
You can have vegetable sandwiches.
It's not a sandwich then.
Yeah, it is.
It's bread and lettuce.
Yeah, look it up. There are meatless sandwiches you can eat, and it's still a sandwich.
Meat, like bologna, cheese, bread, sandwich, taco, beef, lettuce, cheese, sauce, whatever. So I can't eat hot sauce, but whatever kind of sauce, that's not a sandwich. Hot dog is because it's meat between buns. Meat between the buns in a minute. It's a sandwich because you could look at how you hold it. That's the definition. I didn't used to think it was. I was like, it's just hot dog's a hot dog, but I think it can be classified as a sandwich because it's meat between buns. You can put cheese, whatever stuff on it, but it is a sandwich. Taco's not. It's not a sandwich.
Yeah, it is.
Hot dog is.
Nope, but the taco is.
You're insane. Okay, so let me educate you.
What the?
Meat between buns. Taco is not a bun. It's a taco. It's a tortilla shell. You get corn tortillas. You're fucking disgusting. I hate corn tortillas. Mexicans,
they are kind of gross.
Respect to Mexicans because they eat it like it's nothing. Ugh. It's tough. Every time I get a corn tortilla, it's nasty and chewy. But so I still don't see how you don't think a hot dog's a sandwich. It's meat between buns. Look at it. It's between two pieces of bread. I mean, a bun's a whole piece of bread, but you split it, and
yeah, you do the same thing.
There's literally a podcast thing called Hot Dog. Did I just have a lisp?
Yes,
I've been watching What You Should Know podcast with Peyton Harden. He's giving me a freaking. Oh, that sounds kind of sus. Harden for a Harden. No, he's got a lisp, and now it's like a sympathy lisp. Oh shit, God. I'm still having a lisp. Anyway.
A lisp.
But look at a hot dog. When I eat it, I turn sideways sometimes. Sandwich.
Same with the taco.
No, you hold it straight up.
It's just a folded sandwich.
No. It's a tortilla. It's not bread.
Okay, then peanut butter and jelly is not a sandwich.
Don't you even. Oh my God. It's literally a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You're putting
there's no meat. You just said you need meat for a sandwich.
Meat or nut or sauce.
You didn't say that. Therefore, peanut butter and jelly is not a sandwich.
That's an exception. It's a classic thing that they call peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So, Uncrustable is not a sandwich.
No. Then I can't have Uncrustable.
Yes, it sucks. I just had like 3 the other day on my way back to your mom's after work. I had like 2 of them.
But they're so expensive.
If you get
Why are they so expensive?
Like $4 for each one at the gas station. And I was like, I need something because I took my antibiotic. And I was like, I gotta eat something.
Oh my God.
But peanut butter and jelly sandwich is an exception because it's a classic. It's been around forever. Been around as long as your mama has been. She's old.
She's gonna kill you.
Whatever. I'll set your face, old lady. She's too slow.
That's still not a sandwich.
Yeah, it is. It's an exception. It's a classic. It's a historical thing. It by itself is. Any other sandwich doesn't have. It needs to have at least some kind of like not ketchup or mayonnaise because I used to eat ketchup sandwiches. Ugh. But if it doesn't have peanut butter and jelly, if it's not meat and lettuce and all that shit, it's a If it's not a sandwich, I just stuttered again.
You stuttered.
I'm not drunk. I promise. I'm not. But
I might.
Whoa! Oh, you had an extra 12-pack of Budweiser.
No, I did not. I can't stand beer. Oh my God, that shit's nasty.
If you put beer on bread, is that a beer sandwich?
If you put it'd just be called butterbeer.
Ew, that's gross. I know it's not supposed to say that beer, but it's disgusting.
It's not as good as people think it is. I like it, but it's an acquired taste. It's just very sweetened. I don't even. Oh God, what is butterbeer?
The Harry Potter bullshit.
I'd like some butterbeer.
Calm down.
That's what they say. How they say it on the movies. Butterbeer.
British?
Yes, they're all British.
Germany? Okay. I don't know, dude. I barely speak. Rise watching, so I can say, I barely speak English, Zoe. I'm a dumb. But a dumb is that hot dog's a sandwich.
No.
Hot dog is a sandwich.
No.
So if I put my pecker between two pieces of bread, is that a sandwich? That's a hot dog. Your personal hot dog, I guess. That made a child.
It's just a mini corn dog.
Oh my. Really?
That's a sandwich. It's breaded.
It's enclosed. It's not open. Hot dog's open. Taco's open, but it's a tortilla.
So that means Uncrustable isn't a sandwich. It's closed.
I didn't really think it was a sandwich, technically. It's a snack. You could call it one, I guess, if you cut it, maybe, because it is open then. But
Yeah.
I think Uncrustable is either one. But.
This is just Uncrustables was basically invented because we were too lazy to cut the crust ourselves or use a cookie cutter.
I hate the crust. I'm 27. I still hate the crust. I'd take it off.
I can't.
No, actually, I wouldn't. I'm fine with it.
I'm still kind of picky because I was that kid that did take Uncrustables with me to work and / school.
You can't now.
I can't. No, definitely can't because I'll puff up like a puffer fish.
Ooh, Mrs. Puff. You think she? I have a theory that I don't think she's really like that big. I think she's just always swollen.
She is always
too many allergies.
No, it's SpongeBob.
Stress swelling.
Stress swelling. Yeah, I was gonna say puffer fishes are pretty small.
You know,
she's so freaking stressed because SpongeBob comes into her life every day, and she's like, "I'm done. There's the door. See you later. I'm done."
Is Krabby Patty a sandwich then?
That would be the soggiest sandwich ever.
A cheeseburger, but that's a sandwich.
That is a fictional thing.
No, I'm saying like it's like a fictional version of like a cheeseburger. Krabby Patty's a burger.
I mean, that's a sandwich.
Meat, lettuce, buns, hot dog, meat, bun.
Nope.
How's it different?
Doesn't have anything else on it.
If you're a jackass, it does. And I put ketchup, mustard, chili. Yeah, I go to the bathroom.
You're nasty with chili.
I go to the bathroom 20 minutes later, but I usually eat hot dogs when I'm not working. So, oh yeah, thank God I have tomorrow. Oh no, I have 2 more days working. Damn it! Shut up, asshole. Hot dog's a sandwich.
No, it ain't.
You want to have one more, and then we'll get off this and get done with episode 1. Finally, Jesus, Phil, been in here for 4 hours. This is not our first take. I almost forgot about this one. What do you think I'm going to say?
I don't even want to know.
Fruit Loops the same? No, I'm kidding. No. That's not mine. That's not my debate. That's, you know whose. Is cereal a soup?
No.
Yes.
No. It's not a soup.
It's got pieces in it and a base.
Yeah. But there's no meat.
Doesn't have to. Chicken noodle soup. There's chicken. Oh, there's chicken. There's chicken. Tomato soup. There's no meat in it. That's what I was thinking. I'm not chicken noodles. Sorry.
Yeah. But it's a vegetable.
It's a fruit, technically. Tomato's a fruit.
We're not getting into that shit.
Technically, it is.
Technically, yeah. It took me a while to realize, yeah, a tomato actually is a fruit.
So they said strawberries. Aren't strawberries on the outside? The seeds? But you can see them. But how are they a fruit? Or are they on the inside, too?
They're on the inside, too.
I think that pisses me off.
They have a core.
Stupid bastards.
Fruits have cores as well.
So avocado is a fruit. Yeah,
yes.
It's a
pit. It's a pit fruit.
You ever take the knife and just... Anyway.
That was a fail. I tried doing that the other day. I almost cut my finger.
Yeah, half the avocado went in the damn floor. I'm like, fine, I'll just squeeze it. But
squeezy.
What cereal is, because it has pieces in it, and it's got a base, which is water and milk. If you use water in cereal, you're psycho. You might as well be up there with Hitler. But
I did that one time.
Dude.
I was in a hurry.
How were you in such a big hurry you couldn't put milk in it?
I don't know, it didn't give me quite as a brain freeze, so I just go.
It was cold.
It wasn't that cold.
What kind of cereal was it?
Cookie Crisp.
Dude, no, you did. You're kidding me. That was the nastiest Cookie Crisps it probably ever was.
They got the job done.
So you took Cookie Crisp?
It was okay, to be honest. It was one of those like little travel sized ones, so they were like kind of mini almost. So I just said, drank it.
Oh God, that just sounds nasty. So how is that not a soup? You're making soup. Better point to make.
No.
It itself, if you just look at a box of dry cereal, that's not soup. But you can make it soup.
No.
With the water
you can't
or milk.
make it soup.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Soup, wet or dry. No, I'm kidding. God, that's not mine either. Damn it. Why is it? You gotta get a lot of good ideas from them, but I can't take their idea. Damn it. I'm gonna explode.
Soup has to have either a vegetable or meat.
That doesn't. No.
Yes.
Okay, fine. It's a chowder. A thin chowder.
That's still meat.
No, you don't have to have meat. Tomato soup doesn't have.
But it's still a different base. Milk can't make anything a soup.
I'm just saying that combined with the cereal.
No.
It's ew. God. Ew, gross. It's a sweet soup.
You don't see cereal served at a $high restaurant. Here, sir, here's your cereal soup.
They could if they wanted to. They're just too ashamed of it to address their love for cereal publicly.
If Gordon Ramsay was on here, he would slap both of us for this thought.
You know what? You know what I'd say? Then he'd call me an idiot sandwich or something. No, I'd be like, you can say what you want, chef. That's one thing. But say chef. No. I'm calling you dickhead. Cereal is a very sweet soup. It's my favorite soup. Reese's Puffs, Reese's soup.
I hope that cereal burns.
I'm gonna burn your hay dudes.
Overrated Pops. Speaking of which, I haven't seen Pops and like the honeycombs in like forever.
I can't believe you just dissed my Reese's Puffs like that.
It's overrated.
How's your baseball team doing?
We're not going there.
That's what I thought. They're like your team's like the shredded mini wheats of baseball.
We are not that bad. That's the Rockies.
Hey, they suck, but leave them alone.
They hadn't even hit double digits on wins yet.
You know what's funny? We're probably gonna get done doing this episode. And we're gonna go look and like, oh, they get the Jets win. Zoe's a dipshit. That's all I had to love, though.
Mm-hmm.
Cereal is soup, everybody.
No, it's not.
Comment below if you think whatever. If you don't think that, you're wrong.
Gonna start a whole war.
Hot dog's a sandwich. Cereal's a soup.
No, it's not. Except both of those.
At me. What the hell does that even mean? At me, bro. I'm too old to know this slang shit. I'm 27, but I got like the mentality of a 90-year-old and the knee of a dead person. I'm probably going to be helped up out of the chair in a minute.
You're in a good race to your own grave. At least the lower half of your body is.
The cemetery? I'm dying to get in there. Pun intended.
Oh my god.
So you got anything else? Or you want to admit that I'm right? Or are we going to just go to bed knowing that I'm right?
You're not right. I will take that to my grave.
Hot dog is a sandwich.
No, it's not.
Hot dog's a sandwich!
Ow!
See why I haven't married you yet? You're wrong. What? Are you going to be on the outro or are you going to leave me before I do the outro, asshole?
No, I'm here.
All right. So that's going to wrap it up, everybody. That is, like I said, Season 2, Episode 1. And I didn't say it in the intro, but as we're recording this, it's the Sunday, the day before Memorial Day. So happy Memorial Day to I know I stuttered. Let me like,
You
Happy
stutter.
Memorial Day to all the people, all the families that have lost people in active duty. People still waiting on the family members and loved ones to come back home. Thank you to the people that are in active duty right now. You're a lot braver than I am, and I respect the hell out of you, and I love you for what you do. And yeah, it's just something I never really could imagine myself doing, even though I love this country, I love where I live, I love every my family. It's like I've always had a fear of like dying. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, they are a lot braver and have a lot more balls than I would ever have. And yeah, I appreciate people that serve our country, and thoughts and prayers are with all the families that have lost people in the military. The people are waiting for loved ones to come back. Yeah, just I know it must be a tough thing to deal with. I don't know personally because I've never dealt with that firsthand, but it's all love, thoughts and prayers to everybody like that. And yeah, just happy Memorial Day. Stay safe. Don't get too crazy. Spend time with your family. If you're just coming back from like active duty, cherish every moment you have here. And if you're going back, or like waiting for deployment, best of luck. Stay safe. Wish nothing but the best, and to come back home safe to the people you love. And yeah, that's I guess the majority of what that Memorial Day is about is people that have lost their lives in active duty. And yeah, I mean I can't relate to waiting on somebody to come back home, but my papa was in the military. A lot of my family was, and
Same.
I wish I knew a lot more about it. What it's like to lose somebody what it's like to lose somebody. Because I mean, I don't want to know that feeling, but I'd like to know more about like people's stories that have lost people in the military, and just so like I know that must be a really tough thing to deal with. Like grief and like. And yeah, that's just another thing. I mean, I might be a small podcast, but if you're dealing with something like that, you can reach out. I have like email and all that stuff, and I'll do my best to like kind of help you like get through it and feel better, and just know that. I mean, it might not go away, but you can move on and like live your life in their honor. And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of rambling about it, but it's just something that just kind of like once I start talking about it, kind of touches me a little bit. Um, but yeah, all thoughts and prayers to the families that lost loved ones in active duty, and like I said, the ones waiting on them to come back home. I hope they do come back home because all they're doing, they deserve to. But the ones that have passed away and died, fighting for our country, your legacy and your story doesn't go unnoticed and it will never die. So yeah, it's all you can do is pray and hope that they come back home safe. And if they don't, they died sacrificing literally their lives to keep us safe and all that. So and yeah, so happy Memorial Day to everybody. Thank you for coming back to the Overtime Thoughts podcast. Big thank you to Zoe, because thank you very much for finally being on here. Like I said, I've said it in private, but I'm saying it publicly. I love you, and yeah, let's wrap this thing up and let's go to bed sometime soon. Wait for Anna to get in bed at 4 a.m. We love you guys. I love you so much. Like I said before, at the beginning in the intro, the awkward ass intro. Last 10 episodes, Rye, I love you, dude. You helped a lot with those first 10 episodes. Episode 11 never really got put up. It got uploaded, but never really made anywhere. Zoe can back me up on this. I was sick for like a month.
Oh yeah.
Dealing with an infection, antibiotic after antibiotic, swelling, just all this stuff. If you have any kind of infection in your face, don't wait around. I'm not dead, obviously. Thank God. No. If anything around your teeth, sinuses, anything like that, do not freaking wait. Dude, it has sucked. I've had 2 or 3 rounds of antibiotics. The first 1 or 2 didn't work. Had to get like some of it drained. It's just really nasty.
Shot in the ass.
Yeah, like toward all. Dude, that sucked. That hurt. Anyway.
Like, fuck her up.
Anyway. If it was you doing it, that would be all right. But yeah, if you got anything like that, don't wait around, man. It sucks so bad. But yeah, it's been a weird couple weeks. But episode 10 was good. I was still really sore and really hurt. And I felt like dog shit. I mean, I watched it back and I felt like it looked okay. But Rye wasn't feeling the best either. He was kind of sore and numb and everything. But yeah, episode 11, I did like a 25, 30-minute episode. I was like, I'm not going to do that because I didn't really remember what I talked about. It was like sports, but might save that for like a bonus content thing on YouTube, Patreon, something like that. But yeah, I want to start off the second season with a banger of an episode. Not much has changed. Still awkward, still dumb as hell. But I'm finally getting in that zone where I'm like, I'm comfortable. And I really, really was hoping whenever I started the second season, Zoe would be on, and it happened. I'll have Rye back on the next episode. Thank God. No, nothing towards you. Just have the co-host back. It's been a couple odd weeks, but hope everybody has a good week. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Links will all be down below. And before I stop this, because it's going to be before May ends, obviously, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. There's, text or call 988, right? That's the number?
I think so.
It'll be in the description below. I can't remember right off the top of my head. But 988, I believe. Suicide hotline, all that. Talk to somebody. Don't stay in the corner. And I know it's hard, but this month means a lot because Zoe and I both can.
Yeah.
It means a lot to both of us. Talk to somebody. Talk to me, Rye, Zoe, whoever the hell it is. If you got to look in the mirror and talk to yourself, if that's all you have, that's all you need. You just need yourself. I mean, I know it sucks if you feel alone, but there's ways to reach out. Like I said, 988. Like I said, it'll be in the description. So if I'm wrong, you'll see it in there. Call them, text them, talk to somebody online, go to a therapist. Talk to if you're in school, talk to a counselor, teacher that actually gives a shit. I know there's a lot of teachers that kind of suck nowadays, unfortunately, that don't listen. There's somebody. There's me. I don't care if I know you or not. I don't want you to die, dude. I don't want you to. There's always this cheesy quote, huh?
No one deserves it.
Nope. Not at all.
Just
not even worse than me.
You're not alone.
We're
all in this together.
There's this cheesy quote. What is it? I'd rather hear your story than attend your funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. I mean, it might sound corny or cheesy, but it's true. You're not sitting around let all these thoughts get to you. I know it's hard. I've done it. Literally, like there's a couple episodes ago I talked about it. I think episode 10 actually. And it sucks. I know. Reach out. You are loved by somebody. As long as you love yourself, that's how you'll get through. So we're gonna get out of here finally after I'm done rambling. So love you guys. Like, subscribe, share. Mental Health Awareness 988. Happy Memorial Day, and we'll see you guys next time. We'll say bye.
Bye.